Hi, it's Ian. Welcome to pensionandfitness.com. And just recently I sent out a post on Parkinson's disease. One of the problems people with Parkinson's disease is they fall. But it's not just Parkinson's disease. Many older people fall. The World Health Organization says that once you reach 65, 35% of us will have a fall each year. Once you reach 70, 42% will have a fall each year. But the thing to know about that as well is, once you have a fall, you'll go on to have more. And the problem is, if you have 2 or 3 falls in a year, they'll start to assess you to take away your independence and put you into a home. They'll say you're not safe to live on your own. And so none of us want that. None of us want that to happen to us. And none of us want to have falls because you get seriously injured. And the problem with falls is, once you have a fall, you become nervous to go out and walk about, and then you start to walk very gently, and you point your toes as you're walking instead of digging your heel in as you walk, and that causes falls. Any little thing that's there that your toe touches, when you go to walk forward, you're going down, and you're going to get seriously injured. People die from falls. So it's important to do balance training or balance exercises to keep your balance up. Because balance does get better if you improve it. You know, if you look at people when you go to the circus or somewhere like that, and you see these tightrope walkers, none of them were good at balance at the start. They had to practice, and they had to fall many times in their safety harnesses or into their nets or whatever they fell into. But over time, because they practiced, their balance got better and better, and you can do the same with balance exercises. So today we're going to do 4 balance exercises, and balance exercises are really important for us when we get to this sort of age, because our balance does get deteriorated to quite a degree if we don't work on it. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to do is a rombo, and this exercise is used by medical professionals and people like that who test your balance. When they do it, they make you do it in bare feet. Well, we're not going to do it, well, I'm not going to do it in bare feet today. But bear that in mind, if you ever get taken by a doctor to do a rombo test exercise, then you will do it in bare feet. So how this is done is you put your 2 feet together and you stand in this position. Now you can have your hands at your side, or you can put your hands here. Alright? And this is not practice for the coffin, I promise you. But you can put your hands here, or you can put them at your side. I like to hold them here. Now, all you do here is you stand like this, you pick a point to look at, you keep your head straight, and you look forward, and you stand in this position. Now, one of the things you will feel and understand is that your feet have got little tiny movements in them, because your body is actually still moving. It's going this way and forward and backwards, very tinily. But your feet keep adjusting to try and keep your balance. And you'll feel that when you stand like this. So you're looking to stand like this, and it doesn't matter if you only get 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, and then you've got to grab something. That's okay. Time. Use a timer off your smartphone, or use a watch, whatever. But use a timer so that you know that when you got to the point where you had to grab or you had to change your position, you've got that time, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 15, 20, it doesn't matter, right? But then that's your standard, right? At that point, you're then going to work to try and build it a few seconds at a time, and the more you practice, the better you will get, and you'll get to there. So you're looking to try and get to about 30 seconds standing in this position. Now, once you can do that, and you get to that level, the next bit is a little bit harder, right? You're going to do exactly the same thing, but this time you're going to close your eyes. So now that my eyes are closed, I'm in this position, and I'm working away. I can't see anything. I can feel my feet adjusting, and I'm going to stand like this, you know, for as long as I can, up towards 30 seconds. Now, I reckon I've done about 20 seconds now. I'm not timing this, I'm just showing you. Yeah, I can say that this is around about 30 seconds now, and then I can open my eyes and I can relax a little bit. That's this first exercise, the rombo stance. Try it and work on it, because it's a good exercise for you. If professionals use it, it must be a good exercise. And it's giving you an absolute light on how good your balance is, so that you can work on that. Right, now the second exercise we're going to do is a single leg stance. Always when you're doing balance exercise, have something here, like, you know, you can do it in the kitchen next to your worktop, you can do it near a table, you can have a chair there, you know, and on some of these exercises you can even stand with your back to the wall, so if you go backwards the wall protects you from falling. But you've got to have something for safety reasons. Right, so this exercise, what happens here is you're going to raise one leg and you're going to stand on one leg. This here is there if you need it. And you're going to stand on one leg, and you stand for as long as you can manage, and then you're going to change onto the other leg and you're going to stand there. And it's important, right, that you do this for as long as you can. And again, time it, write it down what your time is, and try to beat that time every time you do it. Because it's an important exercise. Start off with your hand there, raise the leg, get yourself set, and then you're going to stand there in this position. Now you'll feel your leg going, and you can grab. But if you can manage it, stand in this position and just keep going. And it's a great exercise, like, you know, a one-legged stand, because if you think about it, when you walk, one foot's off the ground as you're walking. When you go upstairs, you're on one leg as you reach for the next step. And it keeps going like that. So it's it's an important exercise for you to work on, so that you can do a one-legged stand like this. Okay, so that's the second exercise. And again, it's a very important exercise. You should practice it as much as you can. Now, we're going to do the next exercise, which is a little more tricky. I'll do it at the side like this. Now, this is a tandem stance. If you think about when your police stop you and they want to check if you've been drinking or if you've been taking drugs while you were driving, they make you walk heel to toe. Right. Well, you're going to do the heel to toe, but you're not actually going to walk. You're just going to stand in that position. So use the chair to steady yourself, and then once you're in that position, you've got to stand in that position. Keep your eyes open, look directly forward, and stand in that position. And you want to aim to get 30 seconds again. Now, if you only get 5 and you have to stop, that's okay. But time yourself, find out what your timing is, and then carry on to practice to get it longer and longer. And so, once you've done your 30 seconds in this position, or once you've done whatever amount you do, come out of it, check your timing, and the next time you do it, work on it to get it longer and longer. So that's the third exercise, very good exercise. And the last one, the last exercise is a mini lunge. Now, you all know a lunge, you go way down here, right? Well, we're not going to do that. We're going to do a mini lunge where you step forward and then you bend your knee. Now, many older people fall in their kitchens and places because they step and they're reaching for something. This cupboard up here has got something that they don't use very often, but they've come to get it. They're in this position, which is not a good, not the best steady position, and they're reaching up to get something, and away they go. So practice this mini stance, this mini move, and come back. And you do it on each foot. Step forward, and you can hold this while you're doing it to start off with. And then once you get used to it, do it without holding. Step forward, bend the knee. You can reach up as well if you want to practice that. You can do that as well. But that's the move. And one of the things that does is it gets you used to stepping forward. And if you have a problem when you're walking, it helps you to recover and so you don't have a fall. So, that's the mini lunge. Again, it's an important move to make. Once you get here, if you want to reach, if you don't, then just do the actual move itself. Practice it on both legs. Have this here for safety. Now, understand this, right? As we get older, and I'm 76, as you get older, your ability to balance deteriorates. But it's a use it or lose it skill. If you practice, if you do these exercises and practices And there'll be other exercises. I've done other ones in the past. These are good ones as well. And we'll continue to do this, every so often. Balance exercises are not like when we do strength exercises. Strength exercises, you're damaging the muscle fibers so that they repair and you get stronger. And then you need time to rest for that to happen. With balance exercises, you don't need that. Balance exercises, you can do it 3 times a day, 7 days a week. Right? Don't overdo it as you're doing them. Have a little go, and then leave it, go back later, try it again, and that's enough. But you can do it 2 or 3 times a day, a couple of times a day, whatever suits you. But you can do these balance exercises each and every day, because you don't need that rest time afterwards. So practice those so that you don't have serious falls, because many people our age die from falls. Okay, that's it for today. And as I said, you can do them every single day. I'm not going to give you any timings or any number of repetitions. You work that out for yourself, because you'll know how you are. If you're really bad, you'll want to do more, and if you're quite good, then you may need to do less. But that's up to you. Okay, thank you very much. See you back at pensionandfitness.com.